Welcome to today's Explainer. Have you ever completely fallen down a YouTube rabbit hole watching videos on how to get rich? Well, today, we're going to act as digital architects and deconstruct the exact master plan, a literal, step-by-step blueprint that's used to engineer those viral wealth generation scripts. We're looking at a highly concentrated prompt that reveals exactly how the modern internet captures our attention.
So, what is the secret formula for a viral wealth video? Let's dive right into this. The source text we're analyzing today isn't a research paper, and it's not an article. It's actually a prompt. It's a direct command, basically a set of architectural blueprints handed to a writer or an AI outlining exactly what is required to make a specific type of wealth video go absolutely viral. What are the non-negotiable elements here? What actually transforms a simple video into a viral wealth-generating machine? Our blueprint gives a very clear command. Create a highly engaging, faceless YouTube video script titled How to Become a Millionaire. Right out of the gate, it is incredibly specific. It definitely doesn't want a casual vlog or a personal reflection, right? It demands a highly engaging script and literally locks in that exact title. But the absolute most important word dictating everything that follows is faceless.
Let's quickly define our medium here. A faceless YouTube video means the content is driven entirely by narration, graphics, and stock footage. There's no on-camera host. The creator can't rely on charisma, eye contact, or hand gestures to hold your attention. All that typical human connection, it's totally stripped away. You're left relying purely on the spoken word and the visuals. And honestly, that constraint is what makes the rest of this blueprint absolutely critical. The script really has to do all the heavy lifting.
10. That's the magic number. To secure that attention, the blueprint is ruthless. It mandates a strong hook in exactly the first 10 seconds. We all know our modern attention spans can kind of rival that of a goldfish, and this prompt definitely knows it too. This 10-second window is the ultimate make-or-break moment, because if the script fails here, nothing else matters. The viewer has literally already scrolled away. Now, why are those first 10 seconds so absolutely critical? Why such a strict time constraint? Well, it's because modern audiences have infinite choices at their fingertips. The source specifically requires this rapid-fire hook because it knows those first 10 seconds are the only guaranteed time you actually have the viewer's eyes. You have to convince them instantly, right then and there, that your promise of wealth will actually be fulfilled if they just stick around a little bit longer. Moving past that initial hook, the blueprint dictates an entire arsenal of core content. We're talking real-world examples, psychological triggers, storytelling, and actionable financial advice. And it doesn't just suggest using one or two of these, it demands all four. It's this multi-layered approach to script writing that's specifically designed to completely lock in the viewer's focus. Crucially, the script absolutely cannot rely on dry, boring theory. It specifically requires real-world examples and storytelling to bring complex financial concepts to life. Think about it. If you just list the statistics, your audience is gone. They're checking out. By demanding stories, the blueprint ensures that the somewhat abstract concept of becoming a millionaire actually feels grounded, relatable, and totally achievable for the viewer. Furthermore, the instructions explicitly demand psychological triggers. These are strategic elements designed to evoke specific human emotions and maintain intense focus. This is where the blueprint gets wonderfully strategic. It's really all about pushing the right buttons in the viewer's brain. Whether it's sparking intense curiosity or triggering a heavy dose of FOMO, fear of missing out, these triggers ensure the viewer feels an actual emotional compulsion to just keep watching. But of course, it can't just be psychological manipulation. At its core, the script must deliver tangible, actionable financial advice. All those hooks and triggers, they're really just the delivery mechanism. To justify the viewer's time and build actual trust, especially in a faceless format, they need to walk away with practical steps they can actually apply to their own bank accounts. And this brings us to a really tricky tonal balancing act, motivational versus educational. The script has to be motivational to inspire action, but it also has to remain educational enough to actually teach the mechanics of wealth. It's a tightrope walk for sure. All motivation makes it fluff, right? But all education makes it a boring lecture. You really have to hype the viewer up about the possibilities of wealth and then practically teach them how to get there. So all of these elements are building towards some ultimate algorithmic goals. Every single word must be optimized for three specific things. First, high retention, to keep viewers watching and eyes glued to the screen. Second, viral potential, to ensure maximum shareability. And third, USA audience engagement, which is all about specific geographic targeting to reach a high-value demographic using familiar cultural touchstones and currencies. Finally,
We can't forget that the writer's job here isn't just about the spoken word. They actually must supply the complete visual architecture too. Because this is a faceless video, the scriptwriter is essentially acting as the unseen director. They are explicitly required to include exact scene directions, visuals, and B-roll suggestions to fully paint the picture for the editor. This visual scaffolding, the scene directions, the visuals, the B-roll suggestions, it ensures that every single second of audio is paired with compelling imagery. It's absolutely required to hit those high retention goals we just talked about. The screen can literally never be static. The writer has to choreograph exactly what graphics and stock footage will flash on screen to perfectly match those psychological triggers. It's incredibly calculated. So, is there a guaranteed formula for virality? After deconstructing this exact blueprint, the 10-second hooks, the psychological triggers, the storytelling, the calculated B-roll, we're really left to wonder. If you execute all of this perfectly, is virality a sure thing? More importantly, the next time you find yourself captivated by a How to Become a Millionaire video, I want you to ask yourself, are you learning a genuine secret to wealth? Or are you just flawlessly experiencing someone else's algorithmic blueprint? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.